Welcome back. It is TitansLeague bringing you another video, and today we will be reviewing the Mite, brought to us by BattleofTitans. Now this little guy, he is an ambusher, a knife fighter, a mean little spirit, and he puts up a lot of power for the size that he is. So let's get into some gameplay really quick and see how he performs. Wait.
Why me?
Wait. Oh, crap.
Why do I look up and see my feet? Am I rising?
Listen, I'm way above the clouds. NASA exhibit 1080 pixel John Turner picture perfect.
Welcome back, guys. This is TitansLeague, and today let's get into this review of the Mite. So the Mite is a great bot. I started working with it, playing with it when I was in the beta test server for bot. I enjoyed using it. As a matter of fact, sometimes I even had 2 in my hangar. And it is a small, lightweight bot, takes up 1 hangar slot. So I'm making this video because I want to talk to you guys about how this bot really works in real combat, not in the test server, but in real circumstance. Because sometimes the hypothetical test server circumstances is nothing like putting this bot into action in the real server with actual players and robots in this case to see how it performs. So getting into the first thing, I want to talk about this design. It's sleek, it's lightweight, it's the same thing we've been getting, but I'm glad that it sticks to the same basis. It looks like a mini Nelly, which is kind of cool at that sense. You get like a tiny Nelly, and the Nelly personally is one of my favorite bots to use. It's one of the most fun bots because in a lot of their games, you can't even get a bot that resembles this spider bot that we see here. So the Mite is a great bot, and it's really small hitbox, so it gives it a small area to see. You can't really see it from far away, so you can't get hit easily. On the other end, if you're on the receiving end of that, that means you can't see the Mite very easily to hit him if that person is on the other team. So I think that what's great about this bot is that it fits the ambusher light type perfectly, in the sense that it's mini and they keep it small, just like the shonen and all the bots and the predecessors that are of the light type before. This bot, it's a knife fighter. It is a backbiter, but it's not in the sense that you're supposed to kind of push out in the front and be like, hey guys, come and hit me, shoot me because I got low HP. It's a knife fighter in the sense that they want you to play more tactical and more strategic, in the sense that you need to stay behind, kind of peek out, get your hits, then come back. Peek, come back. And that's just kind of the playstyle of this bot. Now, you can jump out on the center of the battlefield, but I personally don't suggest it and recommend it because I think it's an ambusher type, it's a support type, and you can play it 2 types away, which brings me into the next review of this bot, which is the strategic and the maneuverability of this bot. How can you position this bot strategically? I love this bot, and one of the reasons is because it takes all the greatest attributes of the greatest bots, like the Nelly, which its ability to climb vertical walls like all of their bots can, and puts it into a small package where it's fast, very tactile, and you can hide behind the cracks of the map. Now, what I think is really important with this bot that we're allowed to see is that this bot really allows us to utilize the full capabilities of each map in being able to hide between little cracks and crevices and not get hit at the same time. As you saw earlier in this video, I kind of slid down between that crack and didn't get hit. So that adds a little bit more strategic positioning to it, where not only can you peek and you're fast moving, but at the same time you can jump between those little cracks and get away from enemy fire whenever it's necessary. I think that's an excellent case, but you can really play this bot, I would say, 3 types of ways. You can play it with your manglers, which is what I'm using in this video. You can even play it with your stings, which I used to use, or you can play it with your tormentors. Now, to start off first, the manglers. The reason why the manglers is my personal choice and personal favorite is because at 300 range, yes, you're getting close, yes, you're getting up in their face, but this thing is a neck biter. This gets on your damn nerves. When you run really close to everybody, really close to the enemy like I'm doing here, and you just shoot them and then you duck back under cover, it gets them pissed off. But the great thing about it is that with the manglers allow you pretty much free roam of your bot. You can do as much damage as you want to do whenever whenever you're using your manglers. Opposed to the stings, where the stings at 600 meter range, you will always, at 400 meter range, you will always get your hits in if the bot's not dashing, if it's a big bot like what I'm attacking here. But at the same rate, the most damage I really get with my stings are around 500 to 400. With my manglers, I can get 1500 on a good full hit. When the time's right, you can jump out and you can attack with the manglers with a low reload and lots of bullets. You can do as much damage, and you can pretty much just mangle your enemies like the mangler suggests. Now the Tormentor is kind of a more long-range weapon. I would suggest not using this on this bot, as this bot's a neck biter and it does more damage, and it does better damage when you can peek and do a lot of damage at one time and go back. Especially with only 2 light weapons, 2 manglers wouldn't really be an efficient use, but it is fun. As you saw, I jumped behind that Nelly and I totally destroyed him, not because he was a bad player, just because with so much activity and damage going on, it's hard to keep track of this little tiny bot that keeps peeking back and forth. Which brings me to its next suggestion, which is what are the damaging capabilities of our Mite. See, the Mite's a great bot, but it has maybe about, I would say, 3/6, not necessarily 1/2, 1/2 the damage that a Nelly does, because it has 2 light weapons. A Nelly has 4 light weapons in one package. The Mite has 2 light weapons and 1, I would say, small backpack. Preferably, I would use the beacon on this Mite, which is another thing I'm going to talk about in another video. The beacon costs $5, $4.99, but I find it one of the most fun and intriguing weapons to use, as if you want to, you can just drain down a shower of hell, on your enemies, and they don't know where it even's coming from. It's excellent for group damage, excellent for just surprising your enemies after you did a real quick peek attack with your Mite and giving them the one last hit that they need to go, oh crap, shouldn't have messed with that guy. The Mite reigns terror whenever you add a beacon on it, so I suggest you get a beacon. If you don't put on your Mite, put on your Shonen, because the beacon is great. So, with the manglers and the beacon, at the end of the day, I would like to say the health of this Mite is good, but even with heavy armor, I wouldn't even take it out into the front lines. But remember, with heavy armor, it's going to slow you down, and remember to put accelerators on it. But at the same time, I'm using heavy armor, accelerators, and a jump accelerator, so I can get a lot more health, or a little bit more health, to kind of buff it up. But at the same time, I still don't lose that much speed and that much distance by the fact that I can jump far, and the sense that I can move pretty fast, not too fast, but I can move fast enough to avoid missiles and other deterrents, which is the main reason for having speed on a lightweight bot. At the end of the day, what is my final review of this bot? I want to give it a 7 out of 10. It is a fun bot to use. It is a great ambusher. It really employs you to lose a lot of strategy, and I think this is the future of Battle of the Titans. But to be honest, would I pay $19.99 again? I'm sorry, I wouldn't. If you have it, it's worth $10. If you didn't, you don't need it. It is worth $10, I would say, but I don't think it's worth $20. Thank you guys, thank you for watching. Please subscribe, please leave a like. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm going to do a beacon giveaway, so if you want a beacon, I'm going to do a beacon giveaway in about a month to the person who gets the most subscribers to subscribe to my video. Share this with your friends, and then have your friends comment in the video saying, hey, Bill sent me here, and whoever wins gets a free beacon on me. Thank you guys, I love you watching guys. Have a great day, hope you enjoy this. Bye.